everyone, it's JoJo with JoJo Crosses. We are on my Forever Island and I have decided that I would like to decorate this island a little bit. Here's how it stands right now. I have the entrance kind of terraformed a tiny bit and there's like barely any water on this island. I will change that eventually, but I think for right now, I'm just going to work on the entrance because yeah, I know it's just a little bit more of a start. I already did Abel's Sisters and Nook's Cranny and stuff up here. So now I just want to do the entranceway again so that I have something cute to look at up there. So I'm good, just going through my collection of items because this is my Forever Island. So everything here is just stuff I've accumulated. I have never gone to a treasure island. This is either stuff I've bought or made on this island, or possibly if people have sent it to me or something. But very little of it is from that. I do have a lot of clothes and things from other people that have kind of helped me out, but the rest of it is all stuff I've just kind of accumulated. And so anyway, I'm just going through, picking out some stuff that looks interesting. Not necessarily going to use everything, but I would like to, just kind of, I don't know, do something with some of this stuff. Plus, if you could see, my storage is getting really full. And so I need to start taking things out of it because I just keep adding to it and I'm becoming a hoarder. So I'm an Animal Crossing hoarder. I need a 3-step program of some sort for recovery purposes. Yeah, I have issues. So, and I don't know why I can't part with some of this stuff because I know I could just get it back by either buying it or whatever. But then I'm also of the belief that, I like I talked to about in the last video, that if there's an update, well, we're all going to be kind of needing stuff. And so I figure, well, if I keep everything, then maybe I can help some people out and some people can help me out. We can kind of make it like a you know a group effort, if you will. And so if people need something, I might have it. So anyway, but there are a lot of things in here I know I will never use and I'm still keeping them anyway. So dang pockets being full, they are not ever big enough, are they? Even if they give us more space, we're going to fill up, right? All right, so I want to move some stuff around up here. This is too narrow of a space. Not narrow, not the walkway part, but just where I have everything. Oh, I need to go customize a couple of things that we're going to use over here. So let's just run through the mush partition. I think I'm going to keep that one green. I like the green. Jail bars, rusty. Yes, I like the jail bars rusted. Mush lamp. What color? Oh, I think my mush lamp is a good color. It's this. Is that not the cutest little teddy bear to hang from this thing? It's so cute. So I'm going to put the teddy bear on one of them, and then I found a little squirrel design. I'm going to put it on the other one. It's so adorable. I have to have squirrels, you guys. I mean, what am I about if I don't have squirrels, right? Look at that guy. Aren't they cute? I'm trying to kind of put them around the island a little bit since, I'm the squirrel lady at this point. But yeah, I thought that would be cute hanging from the banners as well. And I had some friends watching with me while I was doing this and they agreed. So I want this guy brown. I think I like him brown. So we're going to make a little brown giant vine. And then what else? I want the white mushy. I don't want that one to be the orange, which is what it started out as. This guy I wanted to have green. It was like that orangey color and I didn't really care for that. So we're going to go with green. And then I love this little scooter, but I want to add the flower on the side because I think it's so adorable. That one. So cute. Just a little something on the side, make it look a little more interesting than it is. And then I'm going to make this birdhouse this color instead of the basic color with just a little darker wood on the top, you know. I think it's cute. What else am I going to do? Okay, so we're going to get up top here and start putting some stuff around. By the end of this thing, I'm sure it's just going to look like a big convoluted mess. But as long as it, you know, is stuff that makes me happy and kind of, I'm trying to make it sort of cottagecore-y, a little, I don't know, just cute, you know, just cute. And put some of my favorite items out because I'm trying to make this island like, it is my forever island. And so I want everything that I have out here to be stuff I really like, or I don't know, maybe just things that haven't really been used so much on my island, but I might want to try to use them, you know? So we're going to put this little wagon up here because I love the garden wagon. It is adorable. And then I kind of like to make little little clumps, if that makes sense, like little groups of 3 or 4 items and put them all together in one little like bushel, if you will. Like, see how we'll have a barrel, the wagon, and the giant vine all together. And I feel like that, you know, they complement each other kind of thing. Over here, I'd like to put the log stakes, but I think I actually want to move it in front of this mushy. So like on that corner, not corner, but on the end of this little hill. So I got to kind of move this way back, but let's pick this guy up and move him over to here. And then I can put just push the mush behind it. But I think that's cute. And it kind of outlines that area, you know, pretty good. Yeah, I like that. And then I do know I'm going to need to like get some flowers and stuff, but I want to put like some of the items down first, and then I'll start like dispersing things around a little bit. I love the idea of the street lamps being on either side of resident services, but I need to make sure they're kind of evened out. So there's the little squirrelies. Are they not so cute? All right, and then here comes the one with the bear. The bear kind of reminded me of April Honey with her little teddy bears. It's super cute. So shout out to whoever made that. I think I have it in my last design video for this island. I'm pretty sure I did show it. So if you need to see, then, you know. All right, I decided I also want a little pattern here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little pattern underneath this. And I really love this one, the little floral wreath. It's adorable. But after I get this one down, I realize it's a little too low. So I'm going to have to rearrange it a little bit, but it's okay. At least I could see if it fit in the middle of it, because that's one thing I was worried about. And it does. Miracles do happen in Animal Crossing, and this is one of the things that's a miracle. It looks really cute that way. But see, this one is like in a different location, so I kind of need to like even them both out, and I think that one's just a little too low below resident services. So anyway, I'm going to put my design down again on this side so they're kind of matchy. And then it never goes where you want it to go. What the heck? It's not that much in the way. I don't understand. Nintendo's mean a lot of times, so things don't always happen the way you want it, you know? But it's okay. Of course I picked the wrong one. Oh my goodness. This can't be easy. Nothing is really ever easy on Animal Crossing. Not really. Most of the time it's a challenge. But I really do love this little floral thing. I can't remember who did this one, but I know it's in one of my design videos for this island. I've had a couple of them because I did change my designs recently. I can't remember if this was in the change recently or in like one before this. This one is too low. So as I said, I got to redo this one because it's out of whack. But that's okay. It's an easy fix. Luckily, you can just dust them off, put a new one down. So no big deal. But I do like to have things under there. It just makes it look a little less boring, I guess. I don't know. A little more like you put a little extra thought into it or something like that. And I'm really loving this island as far as the villagers go, and like just being able to pick whoever I want to put on it and not really worry about, you know, what's up with them and stuff. So anyway, I do like how those turned out though. Super cute. I'm gonna put the jail bars over here. I love the jail bars. In real life, I don't really want to see jail bars in any way, shape, or form, but they really are kind of cute in this game. They add a little something in certain places. I went ahead and put the partition down. I like the green partition, the mesh partition. I don't know why, but I used to hate it. And then I saw somebody use it in a build once, and I was like, I really like that. So I don't know. I guess it just makes it look a little more natural or something to me. I have no idea. But anyway, I get a lot of gifts on this one. A diced salad sandwich set. Okay, I don't think I have that one. So that's a good one, I guess. It's not one that you can eat. It's just for decor because it's a leaf. So there's that. But this wild log I'm trying to move over, so see how I can squeeze through it. I want to be able to squeeze through there. And the same with this. I'm going to move it back a little. See, I can't squish through. I want to move it back. This is what I meant by it was too narrow. Like I want this to be a little more walkable in here. Okay, that can come down one. There we go. I like that. They don't need to be even, you know. But I like the fact that there's like a couple places to sit. If you come into my island and want to just like wait there for someone or chill. And then I tried the log stakes here, but then I was like, wait, that does not look good with the wild log thing at all. So I took that away. And then I was thinking, like, what can I use over here? And so we'll come back to it. But I definitely, I think like some wheat field is needed up here, something for a little texture, you know, but something you can walk through because I don't want to have a problem of getting stuck because I kept getting stuck with these bushes here and the log against it, and I couldn't go back and forth, and it was kind of driving me nuts, especially with all the fishing I'm doing on this island. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely nuts. Although I'm done. I did catch my last fish for the Nook Mile achievements, and so I finished the angler one or whatever it's called. So now I'm working on the diving I need to finish. And then the Nook Miles for miles. Oh my gosh, that is going to be the death of me. I only have about like 1,100 of those accomplishments out of 3,000, y'all. So I have like 1,900 more to go. I'm not even halfway. It's very daunting, if you will. I have that to go, those two, and then I have the smiles, like the Nook Smile Isle or whatever, where you're supposed to like do things to help the villagers, and it's just when they're on a whim and they ask you to like come to their house, or you come to their house, or I don't know, stuff like that. There's not a whole lot. Or maybe if you talk to your villagers and they say, hey, can you catch me a bass fish? And you're like, sure. And then, you hear a little dingle dingle, jingle jingle, or whatever it is. And that means you got a smile aisle. So anyway, I like this little organ. I never use it. So I thought I'm going to put this up here. It's kind of cute. Looks kind of cottagecore-y, And then I'm going to pop a pine tree up here because I like the pine tree. I think it's really pretty. And then I started putting some stuff up here, and I'm like, wait, I think we need stuff underneath it and things like that. So I'm still like trying to do the little groups of items and things. I also never use this rocking horse, and it's super cute. So I'm like, why not? Why not borrow it, use it, whatever. And then this is where I'm like, that looks boring. And so now I'm going to put down some designs in just a minute here. But I think the bear looks really cute with this. I'm going to turn him a little bit so he's like facing the entranceway. And then I went ahead and put some designs down. I think we'll put a little mushy lamp up here or something like that. Yes. And then I realized, I would like to put something under here. So I'm going to go ahead and put down another little design under this one. And yeah, so we'll put a little doily, little doily guy. And I'm like, that's super cute. I like that. And then back on the other side, I'm just kind of going back and forth to kind of see like what I have, what I can put up here or over on the other side, stuff like that. And I really like putting designs under stuff and around it. I also, you guys know, I love my beehives. And I always have to have like a little beehive areas and stuff. But I thought I'm going to put one of the little beekeeper's hive up here. And I'll probably put another one somewhere, I'm sure, because, I love them. And then I know I'm going to have to get some more stuff out. So I'll probably go do that in just a minute. I won't make you sit through it though. But I'm going to put a little splotch of honey. I had downloaded that a little while ago too when I did some new designs. And then I'll probably put like a bee or a butterfly or something up here. Oh, the bug cage. I thought he would look cute up here too. So I thought, I'm just going to put it up here and it can hang out too. And then I got some more wheat field and I'm going to throw some wheat field down here too. I want things I can walk around, so that's why I'm choosing this because it's a lot easier, Same with over here. I'm just kind of trying to make it look sort of symmetrical, even though it's not really, but whatever. It's okay. And then I put my little reading thing. I do realize that log is like not in the right place over there, and so I will move it eventually, but I'm not sure I show it to you, but I do move the log a little bit just so it's not so much in the walkway. The clacker cart, that's another thing I rarely, if ever, had used until I did my Cottagecore Island just now, like just finished. And I thought I'm going to use it. So, and it looks kind of old and cute, like an old cute toy. And then these trees, one of mine wasn't matching, so I ended up having to go over to Harv's Island and like get another one of these ash trees. Ash was what I just said, not what you might have thought you heard. I'm just kidding. Got to put a leaf pile. The leaf piles are amazing. And I got my little scooter. I thought he'd look cute there. Got another little pine tree for the other side because, sort of matchy match. I like how it looks in the distance too. Looks cute. We have a lot of those kinds of looking trees by us, sort of, where I live. Ours are oak trees though, but they still have kind of that same shape, which is interesting. So we're in Northern California. Northern California has more like oak trees and stuff versus like SoCal, which is known for like palm trees and maple trees, things like that. Eucalyptus trees. We have a lot of eucalyptus trees down south or in the Bay Area, So, but we don't have the eucalyptus up here. I love driving through a eucalyptus grove, though. It's so pretty. And I can smell it from miles away. I love it. All right, some more wheat field because, hello, it's wheat field. Nobody's going to be mad at some wheat field. And then I'm going to put another little mushy lamp back here. And we're going to just throw in a few more little decorative items. This little bird cage kind of goes in there, kind of cute. And we've got another of these beehives, and we're back down at the bottom again. I'm just kind of, like I said, I just kind of frolicking around because I can't figure out everything I wanted. I have to get some music at the entrance, and I'm gonna just put it on shuffle because I want it to have all the music playing and play all day long, not the same song every time, That way, if you come to my island, you'll be greeted with whatever, So anyway, we're putting that on a shuffle. And yeah, there we go. Then I thought this little old-fashioned alarm clock is super cute. I'm going to put this up on this barrel. Why is there a clock down there? Who knows? Cottage Core does weird stuff that doesn't make any sense. And this little honey pot I'm putting over here, I always think that looks like a honey pot, so I use it a lot. And then I got some bug models. I have this, and all these bug models that I have were earned by me. Like I literally caught all the bugs, so went to Flick, farmed Flick, and got a bunch of bugs, and they're all handmade via JoJo. Then I went back and grabbed some trees that I've had growing back here, just some stunted trees. Uh, I grab a few more, but I don't know if I keep you here to see all of it. But anyway, I'm going to put some of these up on the hills up front. And then I'm also going to plant some like fruit trees up there, but I'm going to stunt them at the stage, the one to the right where I am now, that big size, but not the biggest. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to throw some of those up here and just get them planted in. So we've got a little variety, I'm going to keep the short ones up front. So I am going to stunt that as small as it is because I want you to be able to see to the back, but still have the greenery and stuff. Anyway, and we're planting some flowers and bushes because, you need some of that stuff too for variation and just to make things look cute. And then Sheldon was calling me from down below. Yo, Iron J. He's giving me something. What did he give me? A tape deck. Sheldon, you rock. He knows that I like my music and he's my favorite jock. So what can I say? Love that boy. Anyway, me and my squirrels. They're the greatest. I'm going to go ahead and plant some flowers up and around here. I want to put a tree back here. So I am going to do that just so that we can get a little bit more, I don't know. Trees are just really good fillers. And also it makes it look more natural and stuff, which is, I kind of want it to look sort of natural too. Even though none of this you would ever find naturally on an island, ever, probably. Like, this would never happen where people would just leave their crap up on a hill where you can't even get to it, but whatever, it's fine. Just don't overthink it. It's really cute. I have a villager in the campsite today, so we're going to go in and see who is in the campsite, just for curiosity's sake. I'm on the next day, by the way. So I went ahead and went forward a couple of days. Oh, it's Ribot. So Ribot is not coming to my island. I did have him on one of my islands for a little while. As a matter of fact, he still might be on one of them. I can't remember. But we're not gonna take Ribot today. So yeah, there's that. All right, and then I went ahead and put down like a big dirt patch over here. And then I wanted to place a big gazebo up here because not only is it good for filler space, but also I think it looks really cute up here. So I'm going to, and it adds a little height, and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish filling in the little dirt, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like with my little gazebo on there. But I like to have the dirt under there just to, make it look like it's sitting on something. And then we'll just plop it up right here. It's not that one. It is this one. And I like the brown one. I thought it looked cute. I'm just going to push it up a little bit. I like that. All right, I want to put a real tree back here because, we need some of those. So I'm just going to plant another fruit tree. And then we'll go ahead and put down a little bit of design and plant a couple of flowers here and there. I also think I'll put a little pathway over here on the left of the gazebo. I figure, it can just look like someone walks around, put some planks up there to walk around a little bit. I went ahead and put a little bunny up here because they're also adorable. And I like him. He's super cute. And yeah, and then we'll put our little pathway along here because I love these planks. They're my favorite. They're my favorite planks in this whole game that I've ever found. Like whoever made these, I love them. Piece de resistance. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave some blank space too, surprisingly. Like I thought I would fill in everything, but there's gonna be some blank spaces around on this island because I want to be able to get around and not be so scoochy all the time. So yeah, I'm just trying to leave a little bit of space, but I also want it to look cute. So some of the designs and stuff I'm going to put down are, just so I can walk, but also it looks pretty. And then I went ahead and decided I was going to do a picnic area on the way in from the front because this space looked really blank and boring. And so I thought it needs something, and I love a good picnic. It's probably a weird spot for a picnic, but I don't care. I want you to walk in and go, oh, this island is about cottage core things and picnics, and we are going to picnic around. All right, and then I have I want a layered look, so that's why I did this. And then I thought, I'm going to go ahead and put some lace in here to make it look like there's a big lace blanket laying underneath there too. So it almost makes it look like there's 3 blankets here. So I thought that's kind of cute. By the time I put the stuff on top too, it'll look pretty good. So I wanted to use the ash tree on the other side too, so they kind of match. And then I'm also going to add a couple more trees with it to kind of make like a little conglomeration of plants and stuff over here just to make it look a little more lush. But I'll be back with it in a minute. But over here on my little picnic area, I wanted to put a little radio. I'm going to lay down, what am I going to put down? I'm going to put down a few little things. Oh, you know what? Some of the things I needed to get out of my pocket too, so that I can make room for some more stuff. What am I doing? Oh yeah, so I wanted to put the ukulele down. I thought back here would be cute. Like they're playing along with the music, I thought that'd be cute. And then I'm looking at some of the stuff in my pockets. A picnic basket, perfect. I just grabbed like a few things. I thought, well, I'll just make something work over here, right? So yeah, we put the little picnic basket. And then I wanted to go ahead and add some more bushes and trees back here just to, match them up a little bit. I don't think I like the red. I don't really have much red on this island. So I think I'm going to go with the pink one. Yeah, I have some pink. I have a little bit of pastel orange, yellow, white. Those are pretty much like the colors. I do have some blue and different colors in the back there where Nook's Cranny is, but only because it matches their buildings. So I kind of just went with the theme of that. So anyway, but yeah, I think this is getting to be almost done. I'm just kind of seeing what else I can throw in here. Don't like that there. I'm going to need to push it back a little bit more. It's in the walkway too much. I want to see if will it fit in here. I believe it will fit right here. If it does, that will be great. Oops, that's not it. This one. Yeah, that's good. All right, and then we're going to put down a little camera back here. I thought that would be another cute addition to our picnic. Like the people were just out here enjoying nature, having a little picnic, taking some pics. I got this for my birthday from my mom, and so I went ahead and threw that down. So yeah, that's the end of our picnic. I think that's good enough for now. I'm throwing down some more flowers just to put a little bit more color up front here so it's not so boring. and just a few little accents around the island, you know. I also am going to throw down that little gazebo I had in my pocket, the Yumazu gazebo or whatever it's called. Oh my gosh, I never call it the right thing. But I want to go put that out on the beach. And eventually I will put like a little curtain in the front of it. I think I might have one eventually, but it's not going to be in this video. But I am going to get it going just so I remember. And then I might put a couple of lounge chairs out in front of it eventually. But right now I want to get a few flowers out here, out of my pockets. Just because I like the yellow and the white on the island. And so I'm trying to keep, you know, most of those colors out on the beach. And I wanted the beaches to be somewhat simple, maybe just a path and some light coloring and stuff. I'm going to plant a few of these bushes around my villagers' homes with a flower or two, just to give them a little color, a little something to add to their homes. I will put stuff in between, but I just haven't, you know, got everything together yet. So I'm just kind of doing whatever at this point. So, but I thought, oh, that doesn't look good at Hazel's house. No, not at all. We're going to need to do like a red, maybe orange. Orange would be great. Yes. All right. And then over here, we can do this other red one, maybe the lighter red. I don't really care for I don't really want dark red on my island. Matter of fact, I'm selling the ones that are in my pockets, the darker reds. Because, you know, I've already gotten all the hybrid accomplishments now. Yay. Yay me. So I have, I got my blue rose. I got my purple windflower. So I'm super excited about that. I went ahead and put this little table and chairs over here. It doesn't really match. But for now, I was just, you know, trying to do something. Put a couple bushes behind it here. But I figured, you know, if me and a villager want to sit and have a little birthday cake or something, well, there we go. I grabbed a few more items out of here and just putting some things in some places that seemed a little empty to me. Like there's a little spot next to the museum here that was kind of going crazy with flowers. So I thought, well, why don't I just throw a couple of items in here and just kind of make it look like part of the museum. And that way, you know, I don't have the blank spot here, you know, and it looks like there's something interesting to look at. So that's pretty cute. Let's turn that a little bit just so it faces. And then just a couple little flowers sprinkled around the entranceway. I'll, like I said, put some more things around as we go along. I'm just trying to kind of, I don't know, just figure it out as I go and see what kind of I feel like at the time, I guess. I'm also trying to still keep some open space at the same time. Like I'm actually thinking of not putting anything where I am right here and just keeping it all open grass right there, which would be very unlike me, by the way. But I do like it. So I kind of like the openness of the island. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll take a cute little tour real quick of what the entrance ended up looking like. It's a little hodgepodgey, but I still think it's pretty cute. We'll walk around this side so you can kind of see like what is up top because it's kind of hard to see from below. But if you walk around this side, you can see the top, you know, just has some trees, a little duck and the bunny and the gazebo and all that on that side. We've got our little squirrels over there, which are super cute, hanging from my lights. And then I've got all this stuff on the top of this one. I did leave some empty space in the middle, so it's not too cramped up looking, but it does have a little something. And so I think that's pretty cute. So anyways, I think it turned out pretty adorable. Thank you again, and I hope you guys have the bestest day. and we'll just keep trucking along until she's done. So we'll see you soon. All right, have a great one, you guys. Like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. I would love that. Thank you. Bye.